Welcome to the garden. I was doing some spring cleaning out around the garden, and under some leaves I uncovered a chive plant. I was transplanting these last year in a sort of a ring around our fire pit. And look at this. It's survived and it's shooting up new growth with just this little bit of soil it has on its root wad. I'm just blown away by this plant. Shows you how tough these chives are. And just today I noticed the first bulb. This is going to flower, which is amazing. This was, it looks like two little plants. Some of them, I even planted just one, and they spread over time and really thicken up. So I planted them pretty close together. So hopefully it'll fill in a nice arc, and we'll have this little arc of pink flowers around the garden. So I'm going to take our little freebie plants and kind of do a complementary line here. We do have hostas and some strawberries, so I do want to kind of conveniently place them in between those. But I actually found a couple of clusters. These were just overwintered under some leaves, and it's really incredible that they survived. These plants are extremely tough, so you can just pull them straight apart in little clusters like this, all the way down to one bulb if you want. Let's keep those together. But then you'll have a whole bunch to plant out. Sometimes you do have to kind of be forceful, but they should come apart for you. They're really one of the easiest plants to divide like this. They're just a clustering onion, so they're incredibly tough, and they can really get some serious numbers. There we go. Look at all these plants we're pulling out of here. So really, to plant them, all you want to do is bury a little bit of that bulb and all those roots. Now, we have hostas here, but we'll just take a little slice, slip down those roots, and then backfill around that bulb, just so all those greens are above the ground, and that's it. Then they just need a little water. These are super easy to plant out in rows like this, so you can get some really nice hard lines. We're always finding little creatures. This is some dark colored slug, but I think he's fine. I've got so many chives. He can eat as many as he wants. This is what you get after a couple years. A continuous wall of chives. And this stretches all the way down our driveway. They're so prolific that they actually drop seed and have clusters that shoot out all over the place. And because I like this nice row, I'm going to be uprooting these. We're going to transplant these to a different part of the garden. They have quite a bit of roots, so you really want to get under there, but they should come out in a big clump. Just like that. And I'll let those strawberries fill back in. So I'll pick up a couple of these, and then we can plant them out to finish off our row. And I've got a little strawberry as a little bonus, but I'm going to keep them in there because I like those too. All our chives are now planted out in a beautiful row, and we've got sort of a layering going on. We've got really low stuff like strawberries, creeping Charlie, which is a very low growing plant, and wild violet, this one here. All in the very front because they're really, really low. That way they don't cover the stone border. And then we have our chives as a sort of medium plant. And then over here are the hostas. So you can imagine they'll get pretty tall. This is an old flower stalk. And they do kind of shade out the chives, but they come up first thing in spring. So for a few months we should have a beautiful row of chives, and hopefully they'll shoot through the hosta leaves and produce flowers. So I'm really excited for how this turned out. Got our nice row all the way down, full of chives. So it should be a nice little welcoming to the garden. And then we have these complementary over here, so they'll fill in really thick like this. They just become beautiful, beautiful plants. And they're tasty too. I love these. I've already harvested a bunch and made a pasta salad. And I just like to snack because the first ones that come up in spring are very delicate. They have a nice mild flavor. Well, I hope you give this a grow in your garden. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.